7:35 now, and climbing new heights alongside New York's bravest. The third annual FDNY Foundation Climb takes place on Sunday at One Vanderbilt, where hundreds of participants will climb 93 floors. Yeah, you heard that right. 93 floors for a very good cause.
So to break it down, that is 3,291 steps. FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker is joined by Matt Diliberto, the chairman of the FDNY Foundation, to explain the importance of this climb. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Congratulations, third year. You said bigger and better, Matt.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
Let's talk about the symbolism, Commissioner Tucker,
Sure.
because talk about an uphill climb. How is this symbolic of what firefighters deal with every single day on the job?
You know, the FDNY is the greatest fire department in the world, and our members are facing all hazards, all types of hazards, not just fires. But they're in great physical condition, and we, try to see to that. And this is just a fun way to display the members of the department that are in the best shape.
Talk about the high rises too.
Yeah,
all the
we've
high-rise
got
buildings.
Yeah.
And
Very,
they're doing it, carrying a lot of gear, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a real struggle. Now, Matt, you've been a firefighter for nearly 30 years, and this climb for you is personal on a couple of fronts here. Not only as a firefighter, but also, too, as the CFO of SL Green, which also happens to own the building we're in now, plus One Vanderbilt, where this is going to be happening. How did you manage to get all these things that involve you packaged together?
Well, you probably got to rewind back to when I was a little kid in my father's firehouse. So I had the seed planted to become a firefighter very early on, got out of college, went through the fire academy, went through the EMS academy, and at some point shortly thereafter had to pick my path. Do I want to be a firefighter or continue a career in real estate? I decided to kind of do both.
There you go.
And so I have been at SL Green for over 20 years. This is our backyard between this building and One Vanderbilt. And the opportunity I have now with the FDNY, I did apply to be an FDNY firefighter back in the day. Now kind of, round two, I can bring the whole world, the two worlds back together. One Vanderbilt's an icon. The FDNY is an icon in the firefighting community. So this event was kind of a natural fit.
Yeah, it's so inspiring, firefighters in their place in our community. Commissioner Tucker, have you been stretching? Are you ready to go? Are you climbing?
So I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I am not going to climb this year. I'm nursing an injury.
Okay.
However, I have recruited my nephew, my sister's son, to do it, and he will be there, and he's excited about it, I know. And Manny, I'll be rooting for you.
All right, so we know, Matt, that means at least one spot's open. But the other question is, how many spots are still open, if there are any, and can you still register?
Yes, there are still spots open. You can still register. Registration is limited to 343 climbers. We haven't gotten there just yet. We're getting close, so if people want to participate, please sign up. If you can't participate because of an injury, please donate. We've raised over $300,000 so far. We have a goal as a foundation to raise $200 million over the next 10 years for the department to serve their needs. This is a step in that direction.
And your team has raised like $50,000,
$50,000.
is that right?
Yes.
And growing,
incredible.
I imagine.
Yes, and growing, that's a lot of pressure on me to do the climb and not get injured, but I hold out hope that I can accomplish that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people that have your back. A lot of climbers. You said how many?
Over 300
Over
registered already.
300.
Yes.
How many
And
more?
a lot of firefighters. So we have over 160 firefighters across 28 teams. The winning teams actually get stair climbers for their firehouse. Very sought after piece of equipment, highly used piece of equipment. And firefighters tend to be fairly competitive.
Yeah, just a little
Just
bit.
a little.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a little.
It has to be so inspiring to see how much this has grown in just 3 years. How many more climbers are you seeing now than you did last year?
So the funds raised is almost double, and the
Double.
climbers is about 25% more. And we'll just continue to build on that.
And like you said, there's still time to jump in there and
There is.
climb those steps if you need to. 93 floors.
That's it.
Commissioner Tucker, before we go,
Yeah.
I do want to ask you about everything you guys are doing with training, high-tech training specifically. Can you break down?
Sure, yeah,
what's happening?
absolutely. Thank you for asking that. We hosted an event yesterday at Fort Totten, a Train the Trainer program for our drones and robotics unit. Thanks to the foundation that helps pay for our drones and robotics, we are working with fire departments all over the region again, the FDNY is a leader in almost everything we do, and fire departments and police departments from around the tri-state area are working with us yesterday and today on a train the trainer program for drone firefighting.
All right, real teamwork there. Thank you both for joining us this morning. And there is still time to register for Sunday's FDNY Stair Climb. The information now on your screen, and we'll be sure to post it on our website, pix11.com.